What's going on, good people? Rich here.
Skool in the building. What's happening?
Hey, we back at it again with another episode of the Culture Garden
Yes, sir.
podcast.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to Ray P, of course.
What's up, Ray?
Can't do any of this without Ray.
Yes.
Ray booked and busy, man. Ray been on the road. She's been traveling. She's currently traveling. Thankfully, this time it's for pleasure and not for work. You know what I mean? So she's out here living her
Yeah.
best life, man. So shout out to Rachel. Check out We Got Y'all television podcast. We got some
Yeah.
episodes coming for you very, very soon, covering the Bear. We'll have a general conversation about Ironheart, um, and move along with this. But shout out to Rachel. Follow at We Got Y'all Pod on Instagram, and
Yeah.
shout out to all y'all, man. I know we've been on a little bit of a break, summer hours pretty much. Um, be going full speed. Me personally, I've been going full speed with the pods and just kind of realized I needed a break. A little bit
Yeah.
fatigued out, and wanted to switch some things up this week. Obviously, we got Skool, and Skool obviously
Yeah.
has a
Yeah.
podcast, kind of rebranded Skool's Guilty Pleasures
Yeah.
into who the fuck that's you. So Skool, man, go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk about it. Talk about the pod and where they can find you and everything else.
Yes. 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 So, we have the new podcast called "Who the Fuck Asked Y'all." It's me and my brother Mario, aka Rio. Basically, we just doing what we love to do, man, and that's just debate. Debate as the culture. Some of it's movies, some of it's music, some of it's just what might be going on this week. What niggas talking about this week. And if it's large enough, big enough, or it's something that maybe
Hey yo.
pause. You in the group chat and you and your homies or whatever going back and forth, you'll probably hear it on Who the Fuck Asked Y'all. Um, and we still will cover a little bit of those guilty pleasures. That's still gonna be in there every blue moon. But for the most part, that's what it is. You can find it everywhere you find the Culture Garden, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, all that, man. We there, man. So appreciate
Shout
you for
out,
that, brother.
no doubt, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Rio, man. Make sure y'all support.
Yeah.
What's the Instagram page? They want to follow you on
Instagram
IG.
is the same. Who the fuck asked y'all podcast. So check us out. The YouTube is School in Rio. And I believe it's School in Rio on Apple and Spotify. But either or. So it could be School in Rio or Who the Fuck asked y'all. So
Hey, so I fuck with the name. It's fried as hell, but I fuck with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Before we get started, we already passed it, y'all. So my bad. I should have said it this at the top. Explicit content, as you can see. But me and Skool gonna hold it down, man.
Yeah.
If you see the episode title, it's called DVD Collection.
Yes.
And just to
Man.
give you a little background about how we even got here. So, as y'all know, if you've been following, I've been watching a lot of movies in the theaters. Like I've gone to the theater a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've been actually today is Wednesday as we're recording. I went to the movie Sunday, Monday, yesterday, and I plan on going after we go record. Like I just been
Yeah.
catching up on all the movies, man. Just I'm at almost I think 26, 27 so far for the year, and it's
Sheesh.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've just been falling in love with film again.
Mm-hmm.
And I never fell out of love with film, but just really watching new stories. And I've been so fascinated to hear people talk about film in certain ways. For all
Yeah.
of you out there, I don't know if you know about Closet Picks. I think Criterion Closet Picks, if you go on YouTube. And it's like a little closet almost. And they
Yeah.
have all kind of DVDs and they'll have actors and filmmakers kind of go in there and pick out films. It's almost like a library where they're
Mm-hmm.
picking out films, putting it in the bag, and they're just briefly grabbing them and telling little background stories about them.
Yeah.
And Ryan Coogler recently had an episode about a month ago. I know John David Washington and Malcolm Washington, they had their own episode. I watched one on
Mm-hmm.
Ben Affleck. They're really short, like they're
Yeah.
like 5 to 8 minutes. So really cool. And I was like, you know what? I was in my office the last week for work, and I just happened to be looking at Above the Rim. I have it on DVD. Um, and it's just such a perfect DVD cover and everything else that goes
Man.
with it. And I was just thinking, like, man, like it just clicked to me at that moment. Like, you know what? I'd love to talk about just DVD collections because people talk about, or we've clowned and joked about. I might hear them in the background falling. We've clowned and joked about these movies and us still
Yeah.
having DVDs, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
part of it. I think that's just part of being a film lover.
Yeah,
And
for
I always
sure.
still want to collect. So I was looking at this the other day, and look, I mean, listen, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see it. It's just a
Yeah.
perfect cover, man.
Yes.
From the yellow background to the red letters to the all the
Yes.
stars up top, the city skyline at the bottom. You still got the twin towers down there
Oh
in New
yeah.
York. It's just a perfect film cover and one that pops out at you. And I think if I don't know, maybe if this wasn't the one I was staring at, maybe this idea wouldn't have come.
Yeah.
But it just seemed perfect. And we already did an episode on this, so y'all know what we feel
Yeah.
as far as you know, I talk about it. I talked about it in our episode, man. The site, the scene where Birdie goes back home, or he meets Shep at his mom's gravesite. That's such a powerful scene of just
Mm-hmm.
that power struggle and little bro ain't little bro no more. Like
Yeah.
motherfucker, I'm the one. Like all of
Mm-hmm.
that. This incredible acting from Tupac, but
Hell of an
the whole
actor. Oh,
premise, yeah, it's Tupac on the shirt, man, and the whole premise of this episode is just us going through maybe some of our DVD collections. I still have DVDs that are
yeah.
in the casing. I have a lot more that are in a booklet. So Skool and myself are just going to kind of go through our collection. This isn't pre-planned. Just kind of pick out movies and just go and talk about them. And the first one, in honor of Skool, that I'm gonna pick out, man. This actually was a gift from my brother.
Yeah.
If you can watch on YouTube, man, it's Who Made the Potato Salad.
Come on now.
Who Made the Potato Salad is and shout out to Boog, man. Shout out to Chaz. Uh, Anybody who I've gotten hit to this movie, they enjoy
Yeah.
it because it's pure ignorance. I don't know,
Ignorant.
School. You remember how you described this movie to me the first time you got
Um.
me hit?
Absolutely. I said it's the black meet the parents.
It's a Black Meet the Parents, man. It's and that's a perfect way to really think about it. And
Yeah.
it's funny because I'll talk about this more in the probably next week's episode.
Yeah.
But I'm doing New York Times. If you don't know, they released the top 100 movies of the 21st century. So really,
Mm-hmm.
the best movies of the past 25 years since the year
Yeah.
2000. And Superbad is number 100. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
rewatching the list. I'm going from 100 all the way to one. Because once again, I'm just fascinated with these movies, and there's a lot of movies I haven't seen, and just get my thoughts. And Superbad is 100,
Yeah.
and I've realized that I don't know if it's my age, I don't know if it's my mood, but comedies are a little bit, touch and go for me.
Mm-hmm.
Superbad, it didn't hit the same, and I don't know. There could be a lot of things. Maybe I just don't relate to those characters as much as I did back
Yeah.
when it dropped in '07, whatever the case may be. Like, and think about it. I just said that School. You graduated high school '07. I graduated '05. I was
Yeah.
much closer to that life
Yep.
compared to being, I'm 2 years from being 40 versus 2 years from being removed from high school.
Yes.
But this is one where there's still moments in this film that are just the blackness in it just
Yep.
makes it so relatable. And Clifton Powell's character and some of the nonsense that goes on, man, it's very low budget,
Yeah.
very low budget. You can tell it almost looks like a play in some scenes, but still one of those cult classics that I think you can't say enough about. In School, I know, like I said, I want to give School credit because he got me hip to this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is one of those. This is one of the school guilty pleasure, school classics.
Yes.
And obviously he got this for me for Christmas,
Yeah.
maybe a couple years ago, just because it was at one point. This was very, very, very hard to find, and if you did
Yes.
find it, it was very, very expensive.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I agree 1,000% with everything you said, and I think one of the things about that movie is just like you said about Superbad, how you don't resonate with those characters. Maybe the thing about this movie with Who Made the Potato Salad is at some point you can resonate with every character in a sense, especially the male characters in that movie. At some point you was D-Ray. At some point you were, Jaleel White's character trying to get the chick and press the dad. And then at some point you're going to become that dad. Like, yo,
yeah.
hey,
Hey,
nigga dropped the
but
magnums. Hey,
all types of stuff, man. Yeah, imagine meeting your girl's parents for the first time, and the Magnum slip out your pocket.
yeah, come on, man.
Just kind of that subtle, like, yeah, I'm stroking your daughter good. Yeah, it's just silly shit like that. Like a gun in the trunk, yeah, that's mine. All types of stuff, man. So shout out to Who Made the Potato Salad. I'm sure we'll do
Classic.
that one day
I can't
for
wait.
an episode.
That's up there with Baby Boy for me.
That's not for me. Baby Boy is one of the greatest movies ever made.
No, I meant far as like second to last, probably the second to last episode ever.
Okay, then got you. That's just one that you know that you're gonna hold off on. Yeah, Baby
Yeah.
Boy. I still find it funny that people think I'm joking about how much I love. Like, I love Baby Boy. Like, it's one of the best movies in my opinion. One of the most, I won't say best, man, but I don't want to taint the word best. But one of the most rewatchable films for
Yeah,
me personally, just because
it's
of all the nonsense. And it's funny and it's not supposed to be. And that's my kind of
yeah.
humor. That's my
And
kind of humor all day.
I think as we get older too, I've noticed a lot of people feel that way, bro. Like I've never seen a serious post about Baby Boy. Like I've never seen anyone break down Baby Boy and it be serious. Like it's always some jokes, some comedy. Somebody's making fun of something. It's just not one of them movies, man. But it could have been.
And,
If Pac was in it, it would have been.
and you know what? Yeah, it really would have. And that's a great point because Tupac was supposed to be in the movie. Obviously, they
Hmm.
paid homage to him with the mural in Jody's
Yeah,
room.
yeah,
Jody having a mural of Tupac in his room as a grown ass man is funny. Um, I'm not gonna dog it because it's Pac. It's Pac, right? I think you can get away with it. It's Pac. Certain people is no problem, especially in those legends that passed on. But it's just still funny. But it was great
hmm
homage to the actual legend who is
the
Tupac, who
legend.
was supposed to
Hmm.
be in that movie, and obviously we lost him way too soon. School and myself had talked about his acting prowess and how we think he would have been an incredible actor. And
Yeah,
it's funny you mentioned also with Baby Boy. I know we're not talking about it as far as the DVD, but I also avoided the BET run. I know a lot of people don't like Baby Boy because they saw it on BET every other minute,
makes sense.
and I didn't watch BET. I watched BET, but I wasn't watching it for Baby Boy because I was like,
No,
I'll just put the regular movie in.
you
And
was
you
watching
talk
it for
about
Hell Date.
Hell yeah, Hell Day was my shit. Shout out to Pierre. Shout out to Pierre, man. We used to watch that.
Classic,
We used to finish classes and come home and watch Hell Day, man. Like it was
classic.
clockwork, man. Speaking of posts about movies not being taken seriously, I
Yeah.
just saw this on Twitter the other day, and I thought it was interesting. Bad Boys 2.
Hmm.
So Bad
Hmm.
Boys 2, man, directed by Michael Bay. We did the original Bad Boys. Shout out to Mo.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. What up,
this
Mo?
one this one is Bad Boys 2 means a lot to me because, uh, for one, R.I.P. Mister.
R.I.P.
Um,
Mister.
our,
Hmm.
our, our, our boy Mister, man, we went to high school with, man. I've discussed him even when he passed a couple years ago. I made a dedication for him on our show. I forget which episode it was, but I remember Bad Boys being such an important movie when it came out in '95, and everybody wanted a sequel. And this was 2003 when this dropped. So I remember the Super Bowl, and this is back before streaming and before like the internet was really your go-to.
Yep.
So when you watch a Super Bowl, you were watching it for the commercials. And I remember they
Yep.
dropped like a little teaser trailer. It was a scene where they're in the house, and they're kind of the
Yes.
camera angle. Michael Bay, the way he shot it, it was spinning
Yes.
back and forth. And it
Dope.
was like a little clip of that. And I remember coming to school the next day, and Mister was like, "Hey man, you see that? We always talk about Bad Boys all the time."
Hmm.
And that was one thing I think all high schoolers did. You just quote movies. And he
Yep.
was like, "Man, did you see the trailer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw. It was hype." And I don't know if I don't think I was driving yet, but I definitely remember going to see this. And I remember the theater being packed. I went to Springdale Cinema in Cincinnati, and I remember the line. There was a line to get in the theater, not to buy a ticket, to get in the
Hmm.
actual movie theater.
Yep.
And this
Yep.
is before assigned seats.
Yep.
There weren't assigned seats. You kind of had to get it how you live. And I remember there was a cop at the door on some like rated R, like make
Yep.
sure if you a youngin, you ain't
Yep.
getting in unless you're
Yep.
accompanied by an adult. The whole thing, and it's one of those first movies that I remember seeing multiple times in the theater. Right at that point at 16, I probably it
Yep.
was one and done. But this was one where it started to my multiple visits. Hey, I saw it once, I loved it. I'm gonna go see it again, so on and so forth. So Bad Boys 2, and it's just really unserious. The opening scene. Shout out to D Hall family. Um, before I saw the movie, he told me about the opening scene. He was like, "Man, wait till you watch the opening scene," and that's with the KKK and everything.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, Bad Boys 2 is one of those ones. The sequel is really not serious at all, but it's a great action movie. And I think the rest of the films in the franchise have kind of taken its lead. If y'all remember, I talked about when we did our Bad Boys episode, I talked about how Bad Boys 4 wasn't good, but it was extremely entertaining. Like
Extremely.
so many holes in movie magic, but man, it was extremely entertaining. So
Yep.
shout out to Bad
Yep.
Boys 2 for really kickstarting my theater addiction when it comes to seeing films multiple times. Um, say we do three at a time. We'll just rotate. We'll do three at a
Okay.
time. Is that cool, School?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me dig through here. Okay, I gotta shout this out. I gotta shout this out. I don't even know where I got it. It's a clearance rental. It still got the stickers on it for previous play. You can't even see his face. You're watching on YouTube, man. This is through the fire. Through the
Wow,
Fire. It's a documentary about Sebastian Telfair in his senior year of high school. If you don't know who Sebastian Telfair is,
you're missing
point
out.
guard out of New York City, Coney Island, Brooklyn,
Legend.
um, Abraham Lincoln High School, the same high school that Spike Lee um, sent Jesus Shuttlesworth to in the film
Mm-hmm.
He Got Game. Same high school as Stephon Marbury, who was Sebastian Telfair's older cousin. Also, same high school as Lance Stevenson, who went to the University of Cincinnati, played basketball, and obviously y'all know
Yes.
him. But this is one of the Hoop Dreams for me is not only probably the best documentary, but also one of just the best pieces of film, in my opinion. If you've never seen Hoop Dreams, it's one of those ones. It's incredible, and the fact that they were able to follow these kids, and when you follow someone at 13, 14, and you don't know who they're going to be at 17, 18, I just think that's fascinating. But
Yeah.
going back to Through the Fire, I think ESPN was in charge of this. I think it was the ESPN original. And I
Okay.
remember running, and there was so much going on in that class of '04 with Dwight Howard, Josh Smith. And they really followed him his entire senior year from the projects all the way to school, working out his little brother, McDonald's All American game. He had a big time matchup with there was a point guard who went to Memphis. Why can't I think of his name? I think it was Darius something. I can't remember
Hmm.
his name. Damn,
Yeah.
Donovan.
Yeah.
I know Donovan listening or
Yeah.
watching. He'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But all types of matchups, man. But he had a Sports Illustrated cover, I believe, or some magazine cover where you saw the behind the scenes of that, and also him being in high school. So the school, like the principal and everybody,
Yeah.
like when the cover was done, I had the big copy and was like, "Yo, I need a copy of that. I need you to sign it." His teammates going crazy. It was
Yeah.
just a big deal, and it brought me back to the high school era of just those superstars. And this was kind of the beginning of it.
Yeah.
LeBron was '03, and now it's normal for high school stars to get that notoriety. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
people, unless you were around back then, know how big of a deal it was. Like when LeBron was in high school, the chosen one, and all of that. He
Yeah.
kind of led the way for stuff like this and Through the
Mm-hmm.
Fire. And I was recently talking to someone. Me being 38 years old, sports are a little bit different because I was watching the NBA draft and I'm like, bro, I don't know who these people are. And I was
None.
watching like some of the free agency moves, and it's like, man, this was a time when all the athletes were still older than me or my same
Mm-hmm.
age, and it was still like one of those things. Now, once LeBron gone, Chris Paul already said this is last year. I think Kevin Durant, Steph are like a year or two younger than me. Russ
Yeah.
Westbrook, like once all them cats are gone, it's just a whole new young league. And you forget
Over.
these dudes are
Mm-hmm.
young, 20,
Yeah.
21, the whole nine, man. So Through the Fire is one of my favorite pieces of work. I actually might watch this. Um, I'm definitely gonna watch this week. It's incredible if you can find it. Through the Fire. Shout out to that, man. So I'm gonna start out with those three. School, what you got?
I love it. I love it. Side note too, real quick. I think we did. I think we got to experience that live and up close when OJ came to Cincinnati.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shout
OJ
out to
came in '03, '04. That was
yeah.
his
I was gonna
freshman
say
year.
shout out to uh Club 520. They just were discussing everything you're talking about, just how big those like sports has changed and all of that. And they said that he probably was one of the last like high school superstars, a OJ Mayo. Like, and
Yeah,
he it was crazy. That UC team is a big what if for me. Um,
yeah.
but
OJ was that. Yeah, if you were in the
yeah,
city for it, man. Just
crazy.
real quick, just
Yeah,
high schoolers. It
yeah,
was different for us because we were in high school too.
yep,
But
yep.
high schoolers, like they really had grown men
Mm-hmm.
like watching they every moon. It was just
Mm-hmm.
different, man. He went
Fire
to
marshal shutting the shit down. It was
Yeah,
packed.
man. And he went to They had to move all their games from their home
Mm-hmm.
arena to like they were playing a lot of games at Sentai. You're getting Oak Hill Academy, who's like always the number one school in the country. They were coming to
Yeah,
Sentai to play OJ and them, and OJ and Bill.
yeah.
Shout out to Bill Walker
Bill Walker,
and
Keenan Ellis.
yeah, yeah, Keenan
His son?
Ellis. Yeah, shout
Okay,
out to
okay.
him, man. Shout out to my cuz, man. Shout out to Elliot.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
Elliot, man. He was on that team, and the high school was actually in the neighborhood that I grew up in. When we talk about
Mm-hmm.
1480, that's
Yep.
high school's walking distance. So to
Yes.
know he went to that school, and if you're from Cincinnati, I
Mm-hmm.
remember hearing like he's going to North College Hill, and everybody North College Hill. You would
No
think he
college
would go to
chill.
Princeton, Winton
Mm-hmm.
Woods, one of the Catholic schools like Moeller or something. But nah, he went to
Yep.
North College Hill, which was a small D3 school,
Turned it
so
up.
small. Yeah, the school was so small that the junior high and the high school in the same building. It's one of
Yes.
those.
Yep.
Man, like you said, he turned that up, 3 state championships in a row, the whole
Mm-hmm.
nine before he transferred his senior year. So, yeah, shout out to that whole era, man. But what you got, man? What DVDs you want to pull out the collection?
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out one of our favorites. At least it's one of mine.
Yeah,
Classic.
what you got?
I got I got Matilda, man.
Before you go, I don't know if you've seen this at all. I don't know how much you've been
Yeah.
on social. Um, I just saw a tweet maybe literally 3 days ago that was saying it's
Mhm.
crazy how black people do not play about Matilda.
We don't play about her, man.
They
Nah,
don't play about black people don't play
nah.
about Matilda.
And side note, I have a DVD booklet for my serious movies, and then I have a whole different booklet for the kid movies, man.
Okay.
So Matilda is in that booklet, man. Matilda is definitely one of the first. I don't want to say it's the first movie I watched, but it's probably one of the first like kid themed movies I fell in love with. Me and you, 1480, we used to watch this movie every day,
I say,
faithfully.
and real quick, not to cut you off.
Hmm.
Shout out to Childish Grown Ups, Mo,
Yes,
Mia, Ash, um, that movie, Matilda, and Harriet the Spy.
Harriet the Spy,
Yep,
man.
those are two of the movies me and you used to watch a ton
Yep,
on
just got
VHS.
Emery hip to Harriet the Spy, man.
Oh man,
Yeah, Harriet the Spy was off the chain, man.
Harriet the Spy was off the chain, man. That little
Yeah, it was
notebook,
off the
everything.
chain. But let me say something about Matilda, man. This movie is one of those movies that it gets better every time I watch it, bro. Like,
Word.
um, the adult humor, the stuff that you miss as you get older is just funny and funnier. How you it, every time I watch this movie, I'm like, damn, I would have smacked Principal. You know what I mean? Like, how would
Yeah.
I? Well, I don't think I'd have let Treasure go that far with me. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just one of them classic movies, man. It always takes me back to 1480, running upstairs, heating up something, grabbing our breakfast, getting it started, all that, man. It's just one of them for me.
Simple times, man. Simple
Simple
times. Shout out
times,
to Matilda,
absolutely.
man.
The next one I'm gonna bring in is another me and you, Super Troopers, man.
Ha!
Um, this is this
Hey
is one of
man,
those movies that we probably shouldn't have been watching.
definitely not. Definitely not.
Shout out to Big Rich, man. Big Rich has so many classic movies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot that we didn't even a lot that he got us hip to, and then there's some that he just, it was kind of my dad used to do this thing where he'd be like, if I leave the room, I ain't help you. Like, and I felt like Pops did a lot of that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave it over there if you happen to come across it. Like, that's how I feel
Mm-hmm.
about Super Troopers. It's one of
Yeah.
those movies, man. They don't make comedies like that no more. And it ages well to me. It has a lot of those moments, but when you look at it, it ain't too bad. It's just funny, man. Pure
Yeah,
comedy.
man.
Like
Oh,
movie has no, it has a sense, but it don't really have no sense. Like,
when we start, right, Meow? Yeah,
right, right.
the
Like shit
the
like that.
meow
Like,
game,
yes.
the leader cola. Because
Yes.
who the
The
fuck
leader cola.
orders a liter cola?
The
Like, who
leader
wants a
of
liter?
cola. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
all
Or
type of shit, man.
and I'll tell you one of my one of my favorite sayings. I believe that when what he say? I believe that when I shit sherbet and what when my shit what do you say when my shit turns purple and I shit sherbet, some shit like that.
Yeah, I
Um
don't even remember.
and then another one for me is and I always use this one when he says, when they kept saying shenanigans, he said, if one more motherfucker says shenanigans, I'm a pistol whip you. Hey, Farva, what's that restaurant you like with all the stuff on the walls? He talking about shenanigans? You mean shenanigans? They hand him the pistol. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a silly ass movie.
It's a silly ass movie, man.
Even the
So,
intro, like I'm surprised
oh,
we didn't
yeah.
even talk about the intro. Like, just
Intro, bro.
that's the kind of cop I would
Hmm.
be. Like on some.
Yes.
And shout out to our cousin, man. We got a cousin who's a cop, Cincinnati
Yes.
PD, our
Yes.
younger cousin,
Yeah.
and he's like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
like, bruh, he's the type. He's the type that will pull us over just to talk shit. Like, I see, yeah, I saw it was you. I just want to fuck with you, scare you a little bit. I know you probably got something in this car. What you got?
Yep.
What you got?
Yep. What you got in here?
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
nah,
man.
get on
Even when
out of
I
here, man.
yeah, when I was back home for our other cousins, his youngest sister, so our youngest first cousin, she graduated high school,
Yeah.
and I was at our cousin's house, and we were headed somewhere. We were actually headed to drop his daughter off
Mm-hmm.
to our aunt Gwen. Our aunt Gwen, they were going to Atlanta the next day to see our other
Yeah.
cousin. Whole lot of we got a big ass family, y'all. Either
Yes.
way, TJ was TJ came down the street and just started flashing his lights, middle of the night, all in the neighbors' windows. Didn't care. He was police. Like, what you gonna do, man? So he a silly dude, man. But yeah, that's
Hilarious.
exactly what you want to be like. So
Yes.
absolutely. What's your third one, man? What you got?
Third one. This is all me, man. Clifford, man. This is
Yeah,
a
you a silly dude. You a silly dude.
this is a SGP classic. I think it goes back to our whole family loves movies. The first big movie collection that I remember outside of Big Rich was my Aunt Pam's.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a movie that she got me hip to when I was little. Like, and it's one of them, like, it didn't make sense. But as I grew older, and I think I called it at like buybacks. You know, if you follow the pod, you know what buybacks is. And I just happened to see it, and I bought it, and it was like reliving my childhood. This movie is so stupid. So it's Martin Short just playing a little kid, and he's just ignorant as hell, bro. Just Bart Simpson, like just causing havoc for no reason, like all because he want to go to I don't remember what the land is on this, but we'll just say Disneyland. He wants to go to, Disneyland Universal Studios, and he'll get there. He's going to do anything to get there. Anything. If that means blow up your house, he gonna do it. So I just love that movie, man. It's a classic to me.
Um, I'm getting weak because when you mentioned like one of the first movies, I instantly thought of this film.
Yeah.
And shout out to Aunt Pam, man, because Aunt Pam had the floor model TV, the big joint, the floor model
Big
TV, and just
VHSs.
yeah, the VHS is stacked all
Yes.
over, man. So
Yep.
it was her and then Aunt Jennifer had
Yep.
because Aunt Jennifer she ran a daycare, so every Tuesday, I think the movies came out on Tuesday.
Every
She would go
Tuesday.
and buy the new VHS, like all the Disney movies and then stuff for the adults. We've
Yep.
talked about this where, the whole family, like aunts, everything, we come over on the weekend and it's almost like a library. Like, y'all, let me
Yep.
borrow this and stuff like that. And that's how it was.
Hmm.
We have a movie night just to see something new.
Yep.
But it made me think when you talk about first comedies, bro. I'm going back to Marino.
Uh-oh.
Going back to Marino on this,
Come on, man.
the Garbage Pail Kids,
Oh man, chill, bro.
which I haven't seen or thought of since you just
Bro,
mentioned that. Do you know what the rating is on that film? Like when we do our ratings, you know what that is?
that shit got to be like a 3, 2, 3, something like that.
Yeah, it's a 2.7.
2.7. Okay.
Yeah,
They
it's a
used to be they
2.7.
used to be big sus shit, bro.
Yeah, we used to watch it all the time. It's still better than the worst movie I've ever seen, which is Crossover. Like as far as
Um,
ratings wise, it's still better. Like Crossover is a 2.2. Crossover
yeah, I
is probably
recently.
we gotta do a hate watch episode on
Oh
Crossover.
yeah, I recently did a just was looking into them, and I didn't know that they were a response to what's them baby dolls?
Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch. Yes,
Yeah,
obviously they were a response to that. The Garbage Pail Kids,
yeah. There was a
man.
cartoon. It was a cartoon. That movie came
Okay,
out the year I was born.
okay,
So it came
okay.
out in '87. It's just actually it should have scared us, man. If you look at the graphics, like it's a
It
scary
did.
looking
It
kid.
scared me.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. So
remember being scared of that shit.
it was. I don't know what we was doing watching that. Shout out to Keisha.
Shout
That's
out to
probably
Keisha.
why.
Shout
I'm
out
gonna
to
go.
Gucci.
I'm gonna do a 2-for-1. All
Okay,
right. This is a trilogy, but I'm only choosing the last two movies because the first one is the worst one in the series to me. So
okay.
me personally, I'm gonna go with Mighty Ducks, man. D2, D3,
Ooh, come on,
um,
man.
D2, D3, Mighty Ducks, man. These were when you talk about influential.
Man,
Shout out to Sneaker Dave, man.
shout out
We're
to
gonna
Sneaker
cover
Day.
this at some point.
Yeah.
But when you talk about influential, Mighty Ducks, specifically the second one, when they went to the Pan Am Games, I
Yep.
think it was the Junior Olympics, whatever it was. Well, let me see, so I can know for sure. It was the Junior Goodwill Games in
Mm-hmm.
L.A. I asked my parents for a hockey net and rollerblades, and I was outside trying to learn how to skate so I can do the fake, the triple deke and the flying V and all that other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Those movies, Coach Bombay, just growing up playing sports, just knowing the camaraderie. And there's something about a sports film about when you're watching something that you've never experienced
Mm-hmm.
or know anything about. Like I never played hockey growing up. I couldn't even tell you where if they had a hockey team. Like
Yeah.
Minnesota, where this film is based, like that's common. You got hockey, you got
Mm-hmm.
high school hockey, all types of stuff. That's not like that in Cincinnati because it's not a
No.
hockey town.
Nope.
So it was different to see all these, and you just fall in love with the characters and fall in love with the shenanigans. Speaking of shenanigans and everything that they had going on. And like I
Yeah.
said, the original's cool, but the second and third ones, especially the third one, because I felt like I was around the same age as these characters, so I was growing with them. So they went when they
Yeah.
got to junior high or high
Mm-hmm.
school and it was playing JV. And they, I mean, I know what that's like to go out and just, hey man, I'm on scholarship. And Keenan
Yep.
was in it, so we already knew
Yep.
from all that, Keenan and Kel, and just a lot of stars. And like I said, you got Joshua Jackson, who was Charlie Conway, and if you
Mm-hmm.
were our age at that time, you were watching Dawson's Creek. So
Mm-hmm.
all types of stuff was going on, man. It's still one of my favorite watches. Would never get old. D2 when they were at the Junior Goodwill games, and then D3 when they were battling with the varsity team at the school. I can't remember what school it was, but incredible stuff, man. So I got to shout that out.
Didn't they hold on real quick? Didn't they play a Russian team? Was that the third one? Was it a
Nah,
Russian or
that
a
was
German
second.
team?
No, the second team, Iceland.
Iceland. Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Iceland,
Yep.
man. Yep. And remember,
Mm-hmm.
Coach Bombay was, dipping in the water with the Iceland assistant, the trainer or something.
Come on, man.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Shout out to Iceland, man. Iceland, that was their big adversary. So it was the
Mm-hmm.
Hawks. It was the Hawks in the first one.
Yep.
It was Iceland, and then it was the varsity team in the third. So
Yeah.
those movies still hold up, still
Yes.
enjoyable. Man, this is. I'm glad we're doing this because it's really going to make me watch. I haven't watched some of these films in a long time because I watched them so much growing up, but I really want to kind of revisit them, and they still hold up and they're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second one, this is more so just for that aha moment when you realize something exists,
Mm-hmm.
and when somebody helps you or introduces you to this, and that's Jay Z Fade to Black.
Woo, come on,
All right,
bro.
so the Fade to Black DVD, y'all know by now I'm a huge Jay Z fan, but the story behind this, shout out to my brother Pierre. So I think it was our freshman year of college, either the summer before, it might have been the summer before, or maybe I wasn't even in college yet. Maybe he was in college because he's a year ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember him having a bootleg DVD version of Fade to Black. And at that point, I didn't even know that existed. I didn't even know Fade to Black was a thing.
Yeah.
And he had it, and I'm like, oh, snap. And what I loved about it, I love documentaries, as I mentioned, with the
Yes.
Sebastian Telfair and Hoop Dreams and uh,
Mm-hmm.
OJ versus America or whatever that one was called, man, that 5-part series that was very well done. But the process with Jay Z being my favorite rapper, and also I guess we can call this a 2-for-1 because I got Streets is watching as well.
Whew. Come on.
But the process of seeing the Black Album being made and some of these beats being
Mm-hmm.
made and his reaction to it and that behind the
Yeah.
scenes on top of the concert that he did in Madison Square Garden, he just
Yes.
weaved in and out perfectly. And if you like the making of something, I'm always fascinated. Sign me up. If you can teach me the making of something or show it to me, especially music, like
Yes.
that moment, like there's a
Yes.
page, there's a page on Instagram like how songs were made or something,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it just has cool clips of people just kind of playing around in the booth, and you finally the versions we all know and love, they got to come from somewhere,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
And Allure, like that's a lot of people's favorite Jay Z song, and just seeing
Mm-hmm.
Pharrell just on some like, man, like, he told me not to bring no beats. I got some shit in the
Get
trunk
in it.
too.
Woo-hoo.
The classic School's favorite scene, the Timberland scene,
Mm-hmm.
bounce coming right up, and you hear
Yeah.
beats that that went to other rappers that were played for
Mm-hmm.
him, and that whole process. And there's a moment with Rick Rubin when they're making 99 Problems. Right before that, there's a song he's doing, and I don't know where that song is to this day, but he was floating.
He was floating, bro.
He was floating. He had the S. Carter jacket on, the
Mm-hmm.
hat backwards, and Rick Rubin's house, and
Get it there.
yeah, hey man. So hey man, he was just going, bro. He was going. So shout out to Fade to Black, but really I wanted to talk about it because Pierre got me hip to that. Pierre got me hip to a lot of music, a lot of movies. That's my dog. Even this one, he got me hit the Sugar Hill.
Man,
I'm not gonna pick it, but yeah. And then my third one I'm gonna say is what else I got down here, man? Oh, I don't need to really talk too much about this. The greatest coming of age film of all time, The Wood.
The Wood.
It's the greatest coming of age film of
Come
all
on.
time. It's one of those movies where you talk about just relating to a character. You meet like Big Mike, and it's funny because Shell would always try to figure out like who's who in the wood. I had a combination of Mike and Slim,
Mm-hmm. I can see
because
that.
you might not know some of y'all. Some of y'all don't know me, know. You know,
Mm-hmm.
y'all might know me through this or anything else. School might be the first one to tell you, man. I got some dickheadish ways and very direct
That
and
meme I
very
sent you.
just yeah. That meme you send me like very direct, very
Mm-hmm.
like assholish, like. But I'm nice, but I'm
Oh
still
yeah.
very like a dick. And that's how Slim was, and very like witty, like just quick witted, like all types of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mike just being a new dude, like just really trying to find his foot and find his way in. I related to that just being someone who went to private school and then came to Houston Elementary, and just learned all these things all at once and just trying to fit in and finding my crew. And those a lot of those people still some of my best friends to this day.
Yeah.
The Wood and just going through life, like going from being middle school to being that age where you're trying to get some, and like to adults and still having your friends and seeing your friends get married and all of that. I love this film. I can't say
Yeah.
enough about The Wood. It's literally one of my favorite films of all time.
Yeah.
Like I always say, Baby Boy is gonna be the last film. This might be the second to last.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
love this movie so much, man. And there's so many stories I can tell. So yeah, got to shout out to The Wood, man. What you got?
Um, I just want to I want to speak on that Fade to Black real quick. I just want to say shout out to you because you got me hip. I didn't know it existed, but um, it always amazes me that I believe when he did that Madison Square Garden concert, it was what 2 weeks old the album maybe,
Yeah, it just dropped. It
and
just
and
dropped.
and word for word, bruh, them boys knew every word with him.
But you know
That's
what's funny?
insane.
You know what's funny? To that point,
That would have been
we
you.
lived. Well, not only that, we just lived in that time to
Yeah,
where streaming now, when you have these streaming services, if you don't fall in love with it, it's kind of you got everything at your fingertips. Where
yeah.
you were very specific with your money, going to Circuit
Hmm.
City, Best Buy, Media Play. Shout
Yep.
out to Kips, Record Arcade, and College Hill.
Oh,
All
gee.
these places. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm throwing it. Hey, we throwing it back this episode. So you got
Mm,
all these
mm, mm.
places where if you got $20, after school told the story. Where were we? You recently talked about this.
We went to go
Oh, we
eat
went to
with
dinner. We went
yeah,
to go
yeah,
dinner. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
where moms gave him money and he went to the store to buy wine and CDs, and she was like, "That money was for food. Like, what you
Yeah,
doing about?"
yeah.
It might have been a cassette. I don't even know if it was a CD. It might
It
have
was
just been a cassette.
a Jackson 5 ABC album, man. She was
That's
like
what it was. Okay, they got you.
that was for food.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
hey,
Yeah,
I
school said, "Nah, I'm getting this music."
saw an MJ joint on sale, man.
Hey, that's all it comes down to. But it's
Fact.
always just dope because we set with that music. I
Yep.
always tell the story in school. You know exactly what I'm about to say. Um, I remember when I bought Volume 3. I bought Volume 3 because I was rebuilding my Jay Z collection on CDs.
Yep.
And me and School, I had Pop's truck, and it was me
Yep.
and School, and we were literally in the car. If you know Volume 3, there's a moment in the
Hmm.
intro that say, "If you like me, you're reading the credits right now." Me and School were literally reading the
In the
credits.
credits.
When he
Yep.
said that, we just looked at each other getting weak. I'm
Yep.
like, "Yeah, man, we definitely reading the credits." And just that moment of reading credits and reading thank yous and just
Hmm.
flipping through that book and then just sitting with a song, like really, literally playing it out. Like,
Yep.
so that's all you know. So people who bought Black Album, they were playing Black Album nonstop for 2 weeks. It wasn't, oh, I'm gonna jump to this album, jump to this with the press of the button. You had to physically change the CD
Yeah.
and spend money for that CD. So it made
Yeah.
sense that they were able to do that back then.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
And back like you were saying, that's back when you will see produced by K West or J
Mm-hmm.
Blaze. Like that didn't mean anything at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like you just like, damn, this beat. Who is K West? Like,
Mm-hmm.
sheesh. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great call.
So I'm gonna start off with a movie that my mom didn't have a lot of movies, surprisingly, but she had a few. and this was on her list, man. Bedazzled,
That
man.
that was 85, 85 classic.
And so much that I brought it to 85, 85. If you've never seen this movie, this is when Elizabeth Hurley, just did Austin Powers. She was hot as fish grease. Brandon Fraser was hot as fish grease, and they got together, and she plays the devil, and Brandon Fraser basically plays a loser, and he gets 3 wishes. And bro, it gets crazy, like just a ridiculous comedy, and it just brings me back to those moments when I was young and I didn't know any better. You know what I mean? Like young enough to really believe that damn, I wonder what 3 wishes would I make? You know what I mean? Like if I run into a genie, what 3 wishes? Like all that stupid shit. It's just a stupid ass, silly ass movie, and
It
it just
really
brings me
is.
back to when I was young, man. Coming to the house, seeing we only had 10 movies, and just being like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Bedazzled, man. Shit's silly. It's worth the watch.
And like a life lesson when you're that young as we were. A life lesson on be careful what you ask for. Be specific
Mm-hmm.
about what it is that you
Yes.
asking for.
Yep.
Because he was asking for things and got them, but it wasn't the version that he wanted.
Of course not.
So yeah, that.
Of
Hey,
course not.
shout out to Bedazzled, man. That is one that we
Yes.
used to watch all the time,
Yes.
all the time.
The second one I'm gonna go. This was a big deal when this came out, and we went to the drive-in to see it.
Shout out to Job and Theater, man. What's this one? Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me.
What?
Yep,
That was
yep,
a big deal. Austin
yep.
Powers. Austin Powers is one of those comedies that wasn't supposed to do what it did.
Yeah, and they kept
and
making.
yes, and it blew up. And by the time you heard a second one was coming out, you was like, man, I gotta see it. And I want to say that's the best Austin Powers to me. The second one.
Yeah, the second was
You
the
know,
best one.
yeah,
Some people might say the first, but the second one's it for me
yeah. The second one they introduced Mini Me. Um, you
because of
know,
that.
yes, they introduced Mini Me. Elizabeth Hurley's being replaced by, I believe, Heather Graham, but it's still got that sexiness. It's just if you've seen the first one, the ending makes sense. But it's a great movie. Reminds me of those times where PG-13 was really at that cusp. Like you go to a movie with your parents at a PG-13 movie, and they still might wind up covering your eyes. Like
Not
that's
only that, School.
yeah,
Also, you have it comes out PG-13, but when it released on DVD, you can buy the unrated version.
unrated.
So it'd be like an
Yes.
R. Yeah, so yeah, you're
Yep.
absolutely right.
Matter of fact, I was about to say, is this unrated? Nah, it ain't unrated. But yeah, it was just a
Yeah.
great time. It just brings back those memories of,
Mm-hmm.
again, not worrying about certain things, just being young, calling up Rich, like, bruh, we going to see Spy Who Shagged Me. You see if mom's let you go. What? I'm there.
Yeah. Slapstick comedy. The
Slapstick
slapstick.
comedy.
Like you got to be in
Yeah,
the mood for slapstick. And Mini Me, man, that was such a big deal.
it's
Like that late
huge.
'90s, that was right before 2000.
Hmm.
Understandably, man, absolutely. That's the second
Yeah.
one. You got a third? Was that three?
Nah, this is the third one right here, man. This is
Okay. I
I'm
love
about
the
to get
build up. I love the suspense.
I'm about to get serious real quick on y'all, man. This is probably this is in my top 3 greatest films of all time, if not second. It might be one.
Mm, What we got? Godfather Part Two.
Come on, man. Um, I'm bringing Godfather Part Twos because I'm recently right now listening to Al Pacino's memoir. And the history behind these movies is crazy, bro. Like it makes no sense how good of an actor he was, the trials, the tribulations, um, and then for him to go through the things he went through with the first one, and then come back and do the second one, um, and for it to
What do you
turn
mean
out.
when you
Go
say
ahead.
go through things? And hold on, real quick. I'm about to leave the screen for a second. Got to grab
Okay.
something, but I'm listening to you. I got my headphones.
Go ahead.
What kind of stuff was he going through the first one? What you mean?
Okay, so after he did the first one, he was nominated. He was nominated for Best Supporting, and he didn't show up to the Oscars. But it wasn't because it was a rumor going around that he thought he should be nominated for Best Actor, and he said he just found that out about 10 years ago that people felt that way. He was like, "Bro, if I'd have known that, I would have squashed that then." Like, how do I? What? That's Marlon Brando. Like, There's no way I felt like I should have been in Best Actor. None of that. Just Marlon is the GOAT. He is right where he belongs. The only reason he didn't show up was because a lot of he wasn't. He's from New York, and a lot of that stuff was Hollywood. He said he just didn't. He didn't mesh well with those people. He's like, I didn't know what to do. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't go. Um, and when they did the first one, they had a script for the second one, but they really didn't. It was one of them things where Paramount was like, this movie might be good. Let's start working on the second script just in case. So when it turned out to be good, they sent him the script and he wasn't gonna do it. He's like, bro, this script is whack. Like, no
Yeah.
way. So him, Mario Pizzaio, I think that's the
Mario
guy who,
Puzo.
yes, Puzo, who wrote the movie or wrote the book. That him and Francis all came together and wrote the script for Godfather 2. And as they say, the rest is history. But I bring this up because this movie, as I get older, just means so much more to me. Um, the lessons, the acting, Robert De Niro playing another character and embodying it so much that he's nominated for an Oscar. Like, it's the first time
Yep.
a character is nominated that's played by two different people. Like, this movie is a heavy hitter, and it never gets old to me, man. And I believe I want to say you got me hip to the Godfathers, like where I actually sat down. I know it was Scarface for sure,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't remember where I was, who it was. But when I actually sat down and watched the Godfathers, I was like, yo, this shit is crazy good, crazy.
Yeah, one day we're gonna have to talk about Scarface and his legacy.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know the last time a lot of people sat down and watched Scarface. It's got a lot of issues. So I'm gonna say it like that. And it was a box office bomb.
yeah.
Scarface
Pacino
didn't
talked
do well
about it.
enough. Yeah, it was a box office bomb and everything else. But to your point, um, yeah, The Godfather Part Two might be the best sequel of all time.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely on the short list of best sequel of all time. One of the few sequels that people can say is just as good as the first.
man.
So it's funny to say that the script was whack because the script is
Mm-hmm.
Godfather Part Two is incredible, and those movies are
Yes,
long. So
yeah,
we come from the VHS era where those movies, Goodfellas, you had the double DVD, like you had the double VHS.
nah, you right. Double DVD too.
Yeah,
Shit.
double DVD, all that stuff, man. So
Yeah.
it was to the point where you watching Godfather and you finish the first tape and say put in tape two to
Yep.
finish the movie and stuff like
Yep.
that. So
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, man. There's so much to say about it, so I don't even want to get carried away.
Yeah.
We can stop and talk about Godfather and Godfather Part Two.
Yeah.
I had a poster hanging up for the longest. Quote from Vito, man. Never tell anybody outside the family what you're thinking again.
Man.
I knew it was you, Fredo. Like you broke my heart. Like just that
So
kiss
many
of death, like
lessons.
all of
Yeah.
that, man. So much stuff that you can just go through.
Yeah.
Um, and even the third one gets some bad rap, but I think it only gets a bad rap because the first two were so incredible.
Yeah. And man, I ain't gonna get into it. We'll talk about it when we talk about it, man.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
'Cause
Sophia.
I definitely got an opinion.
Yeah, you're gonna talk about Sophia.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, she just wasn't good, man.
Mm-mm.
Hey, nepotism. All right. So this is one going back to the comedy. I'm not a big slapstick guy anymore. I'll still watch it if it has some sentimental value, but I
Yeah.
am very dry sense of humor, dark sense of humor. That's gonna be in my wheelhouse all the time. And one of those movies that really uh, defines that for me is Office Space.
Yeah.
Office Space. I can't even tell you when I got hit to Office Space. It was just one
Yeah.
of those out of nowheres. Um, Maybe somebody at school got me hit. Maybe it was one of those movie channels. But I just love this movie. I love Peter Gibbons just being like getting to that point where he just didn't give a fuck. Like the way he
Bro,
treated Lumberg and kind of brushing him off and meeting with the two Bobs
you
and the
need it.
whole nine, man. Everything about it was just very unique. I mean, to the point where y'all, like, I have the stapler. Like, I love this movie so much that I bought the stapler.
Yep.
I bought the red swing line because of Office Space. And if you know, you know. But some people
Yep.
don't know. I remember I posted it like some years ago. And not everybody knew. They're like, I don't get it. What's the staple? I'm like, yeah, man, you got to
Oh
get Office
man.
Space, man, to get it. I know, right?
You gotta
Crazy.
get your life together.
Yeah, man. So Office Space, like I said, I don't remember a ton about it as far as my origin, but it is something to this day I'll still watch.
Yeah.
Another one. Now we move it to the booklet. Um, Got to move to the booklet on this one.
Yeah.
Wedding Crashers.
Oh man, come on, tell them
So
about it, man.
I talked about Bad Boys 2, which
Mm-hmm.
came out in '03, and how I watched that multiple times. So once that opened up the floodgates of watching movies multiple times, I was at it, especially when I started driving.
Yep.
And me, Skool, Maurice, D Hall, maybe Jay Gaines was there. We all went to Newport on the Levee and watched this. And I'll never forget the Skool he teased me about it still. Somebody was talking in the theater, man. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
who it was, man. Not one of our crew, somebody else. And I just loud as I don't know what 18-year-old me. Hey, shut the fuck up. Because I don't play that talking in the movie theater shit, man. I
Nope,
don't do that. So I
not
don't care
even a
who you
little
are.
bit.
I had to yell that out. And whoever it was, man, I ain't tough, but they shut up. um, and we enjoyed that movie. And there's a couple stories about this. So another story was same movie.
Yep.
Skool was obviously younger.
Mm-hmm.
So we not 21. I think you had to be 21 to take somebody.
Yep.
So one thing about me, if y'all didn't know me, I always look old for my age. And I carry myself. Like I kind of had a maturity about myself. So I
Mm-hmm.
could pass as 20, 21, even when I was 17, 18. Um, and I remember we got Skool in the movie because of that. Because we was worried, man,
Yep.
they ain't gonna let Skool in.
And
So
we drove
sometimes,
that far.
yeah, we drove that far. So Newport is
Yep.
in northern Kentucky, which ain't crazy far, but it's over the river. But and when you 18, it's far.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, we did that, got Skool in. Sometimes you got to act like you're supposed to be there
Yep.
and just call it a day, and ain't nobody gonna question you. And then Skool always gets weak because I think I might have bought Maurice ticket
Yep.
if
Fell
I'm not
asleep.
mistaken, and Maurice was dozing off. And I'm like, hey man, I'm tapping that nigga. Hey man,
Wake
you about
your
to watch
ass.
this? You wake your ass up. You about to watch this movie, bro.
Hey, that's that. That's that dickhead shit.
Yeah, nah, I ain't playing no games, man. I
He
ain't
said
playing
he's
no
gonna pay him back and everything. Nah, not until I get that money. I pay for this.
games. Wake up, wake up. And then lastly, my third. Shout out to this man. Once again, the reasons why I love movies and why they mean so much to us. Because not just the film itself, but they take their time capsules, man. They take you back to moments in time, moments
Mm-hmm.
that you'll never be able to live again. And I
Yeah.
always say every film has a story. You know what I mean? Every
Yep.
film has a story. They might not be all be exciting, but as you can hear from this episode, they all got stories, man. So I got to shout this one out. It's not a well known movie, The Breaks.
Ah, I should have known, bro. I should have known.
The
I should have
Breaks,
known.
man. So you got Clifton Powell's in this.
Mm-hmm.
You got what's my man's name? Darius McCrary,
Yep.
who was I was about to say
Eddie
Theo. It's the
Winslow.
wrong show. Eddie Winslow. I was about to say Theo Hustle. Eddie Winslow. You got Carl Anthony Payne, who played
Yes.
Cole and Martin.
Cole Brown.
Loretta Devine
Mm-hmm.
is in this film,
Classic.
and the white dude he was in Wayans Brothers, right? The show.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And I think I don't want to say this before I confirm it. He's still with us, ain't he?
Who?
The white dude. For some reason, I don't like. Man, damn, is he still trying to
I
say his
believe
name?
so, man. I used to
Anthony
think that was
Anderson was
Gary
in it.
Owen forever.
Yeah, I always thought it was Gary Owen for a minute. Anthony Anderson was in this as like Anthony Anderson was so unknown. His role was inmate number one,
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
they had a scene like ripping off the Gimp scene and in Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that specifically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, they got a lot of different stuff going on with this. They got a pimp, all types of stuff. What is my man's name? Who's the lead in this film? I don't know why I can't find it.
I think it's damn. Is it Darius? I remember his when he did his comedies. He used to like make a black name out of his real name.
Yeah, I can't remember because his name was Derek in the show. My fault, y'all. This is real time. Me trying to find out. I remember E40 was in the movie. What's my man's name? Let me just Google it instead of looking at this site. I want to tell the story about this movie real quick and how I got
Yeah.
into it. Mitch Mulaney.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he did pass. He passed in '08. I don't know for
Oh
some of y'all.
man, I
I'm
didn't
about to
know
say,
that,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
I'm about
Mitch,
to,
man.
yeah, man. Unfortunately, man, gone too soon. I think he was only 38 years old.
Damn,
Um,
R.I.P. him, man.
but The Breaks is one of these films. The reason why it's sentimental, my brother D Good, man. Shout out to Goody. Shout out to Mama Goody.
Shout out to
Shout out
Mama
to Mama
Goody.
Goody, man. So Mama Goody is she was a movie head as well.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of movies. So a lot of times during the summer, if we weren't going to sports camps, I would go over Good's house and like we just hoop, we play. Shelp was down the street, all types of stuff.
Yeah.
And we would watch movies. And this was one of like I remember Faking the Funk was another movie she got us hip to, and then The Breaks. And
Yeah.
we would watch The Breaks and get weak.
Mm-hmm.
And um, just having someone that kind of pours into that and like these
Yeah.
unknown. I would have never heard of The Breaks, or I probably would have at some point, but it would have been years later had it
Yep.
not been for Mama Goody.
Yep.
And with her not being here anymore, man, may she rest in peace.
Rest in
It just
peace, Mama.
always makes you fond and like thankful for those moments that you had and were
Yes.
able to talk about, and these memories that still hang with me to this day. This is not like a Oscar worthy movie. Like it's The
No.
Break. It's silly. It's not terrible, especially for something. This will be considered what you call a Tubi movie now,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still not terrible. It's still better than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But for me, all these years later, as a grown man, I still fondly remember The Breaks enough to buy it on DVD, enough
Yep.
to have those memories, man. Like I said, every movie has a story. So The Breaks is one of those for me, and I still remember. I haven't watched it in years, but can remember it like yesterday. So yeah, man, I got to shout out The Breaks and shout out to Good. If y'all don't know, Mama Goody Studio. So back when I was still in Cincinnati,
Yes.
that's where I used to record Culture Garden. So the
Mm-hmm.
background and stuff, that was Good's basement. So
Yes.
yeah, man, shout out to him, man. Shout out to Mama Goody, everything else.
Side note, I bought you your last copy of that for Christmas, didn't I?
I don't know. I don't know. Look at this
Yeah,
nigga
I
trying to
do.
take credit for some shit. Well, shout out to you. Shout out to you too, man. You probably did. You probably
You
did.
got me hip though. You got me hip. Remember you lost it or something. And I can't remember, and I just got it for you.
No doubt.
Um.
I appreciate
Oh yeah, man. It's nothing. It's nothing, man.
you. It's
Uh,
nothing.
I'm up.
Yeah, you up, man. That's my three. We'll
All
probably
right.
do
Well.
a couple more rounds. Couple
All
more
right. Well, I'm gonna
rounds.
I'm gonna do this one, and you're gonna appreciate this. Um. There he is, right there. There it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. I'm gonna get you, sucker, man. That's the OG. Big Rich flick that
yeah.
I can remember where he was like, "Yo, y'all got to watch this silly ass movie." One
Mm-hmm.
of the first movies that he definitely sat us down and was like, "You got to check this out." Was "I'm gonna get you, sucker." And I think a lot of it was because we were maybe Major Payne, just watching a lot of the Damon and Sean and Marlon or something, and he just was like, "Yo, that's it's more than them. Like it's deeper than that." Like
Mm-hmm.
and he definitely got us hit, bro, to the point where we watched this movie. I want to say every day for at least a month or two. Every day,
Yeah.
every day,
You 40?
every day.
You
You
40?
40? Ah, shit. This is our flick, bro. This is our shit, boy.
Oh man, yeah. OG over gold, man.
OG. Yes, yes. So definitely that one.
That's a great
Um,
pick, man. We we
Thank you.
we we went crazy with I'm gonna get you something.
The next one I'm gonna pick is another one from us. Listen, y'all. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Me and this dude, y'all don't even know, bro. We go way back like four flats on the Cadillac. You hear me? Um,
What you got to pull out, man?
Homeward Bound too.
Oh, I'm turning this up. We done. We out. We out of here, man. We out here. We done.
Um, I have both. I would have put both, so it's kind of two for one. Homeward Bound 1 and 2. Man, another one, bro. We we just watch that shit all the time. Um,
Sitting here, bro.
it really just for me, it just really brings back those moments of just carefree, chilling with my brother. One thing that y'all should know about me is as I've gotten older, I've gotten better with the EA games, the sports games and stuff. But when I was younger, I was super trash. So anytime I could get my brother to not be on that game and to fuck with me, it was heaven.
Yeah.
So anytime we found a movie that we liked, or it was on. So Homeward Bound, both of them, we watched them back to back. The Beverly Hillbillies, like we got so many movies that we just watched to death, bro.
Homeward Bound
Like
2 is crazy, bro. I wouldn't even
Homeward,
expect you to pull that out. I ain't
bro,
watched Homeward Bound in so long, bro.
bro.
That's
I
wild.
want to. What's crazy is I want to get Emery hip to both of them, but she's so emotional.
Yeah.
She gonna cry, and don't nobody die. Like they
They
pretend
get
like they
lost
gonna
though,
die.
man. I get it. I get it. I
So
get it.
yeah, man, classics.
Um, I love it. I love it, man. What else you got? What's your third?
My third and final is R.I.P. to Uncle Stanley, man. He got me hip to this one right here, man.
See no evil.
See no evil, hear no evil. It's Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. If you don't know, Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor came together kind of like a Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker thing, where they just both of them were doing movies together. Silver Streaks, that one. They did a couple other flicks together, and this to me was their best one. Richard plays a blind man. Gene Wilder plays a deaf man. They witness a murder together. And Kevin Spacey's in it. I know he's whatever, hell of an actor.
Don't worry about it. I got. Hey, listen, we're gonna talk about Kevin Spacey in 1 second.
Yeah. So listen, it's great acting in this film. It's comedy as fuck. It's just a great movie, man. And it also it's one of those things that it brings me back to 85, sitting on the couch next to my Uncle Stanley, who I miss dearly. I
Yeah,
miss
man.
him
R.I.P.
so
Uncle
much,
Sam.
man. One of my last memories was him and Emery playing together in the park, and I hope that's so close to me. So yeah, it's just makes me think of Unc, man. I miss him so much. So that's it.
R.I.P. Unc, man. Once
R.I.P. Unc.
again, 85. Not only that movie, but another 85 Richard Pryor that School and myself used to love was Bustin' Loose.
Busting loose, man.
Bustin' Loose, man. Me and School used to get weak at Bustin' Loose, man. Them
Hey,
kids was driving him up the wall.
what?
That's a great choice. That's a great choice, man. Shout out to
Thank you.
Unc, man. Damn.
Shout out to Unc.
All right, so I got two more rounds.
Okay.
All right, so I got three. You can do three. I started. Did I start?
Yeah, you started.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll do two more rounds each. All
Okay.
right, and we'll call it a day. Um, one is a two for. It's kind of going back to the fade to black, and the streets is watching. When I'm a fan, y'all. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
just the artist; it's the everything they got going on. So when Rockefeller was making movies, I was buying Rockefeller movies. Now I know y'all might be thinking I'm going state property here, but I'm not. I'm going two other movies.
Uh-oh. I already know where
Once
you're
again,
going.
well, you know that's one of them. Here's the other one.
Yep.
So shout out to P. Shout out to Pierre, man. Once again, Death of a Dynasty. And this is really relevant because of my man's off the bear,
Yeah.
who plays Richie, which I
Mm-hmm.
can't think of his name. Well, I don't know why I can't think of his name right now, man. I'm having brain freeze. But the guy who plays Richie, who's about to be in the new Fantastic Four movie, he
Yeah.
was the reporter in Death of a Dynasty. He was like following the fictional Jay-Z to see if there was any kind of breakup rumor, if the breakup rumors were true and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
This is
I
one
don't
of
even
those
remember it.
films. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. This is one of those films, and it's funny because at the end, Jay, Biggs, and Dame came up like, "Yeah, man, y'all talking about the rumors? We breaking up? Nah, man, we good, we tight." And then like a month later, them niggas broke up.
Broke
So
up.
it's always
Mm-hmm.
funny to me. Kevin Hart was in this movie. There's a lot of people. Capone played Dame Dash. Um, it was just a silly movie. It's not good, but it is something that's interesting when you watch it, man. So shout out
Yeah.
to you can look at the back of this, man. It's still clean, like I bought it yesterday because I don't watch it a lot. But Death of a Dynasty, that's one of them. And also, man, me and School's joint, Paper Soldiers.
Paper
Kevin Hart's
soldiers.
Kevin Hart's first movie.
Bum.
Um, Beanie Siegel's maybe one of his best performances, man. Like this movie's so goofy. Charlie Murphy was in it.
Yes. He wrote
All
it too,
types of
did he?
people. I think he helped write it. Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
silly, goofy movie. Hilarious in my opinion. Still funny. Um,
Still funny.
I think Beans played himself. Like, nah, we going in there because you want to go in there.
Because you want to go in there.
Yeah, man. Beans was just a bully, bro. Like one of those bullies where even watching it, you like, hold on, man, shit, you got me shook, and I ain't
Hey,
even there.
hey, what was his nickname?
What was his name? What was his nigga? Stu. It was Stu.
Broad Street Bully.
Yeah, Broad Street Bully. Yeah, yeah. His real nickname. Yeah. I thought you was talking about in the movie. Yeah, his name was Stu
Oh
in the
no,
movie.
I'm in real
Okay.
life.
Yeah. It was always funny too. And I don't got backstage.
Damn.
That's crazy. I thought I had backstage, but only thing I was about to say was I just remember a moment in backstage, and Skool always pointed it out. The nigga Beans hit somebody with a kidney
Oh
shot.
man. What?
He was pulling niggas off the bus. I'm like, hey, this nigga Beans is a menace. I don't
Menace.
even want to say. I don't even want to say what I'm about to say. So that's a 2-for-1. I got those. I got. How we want to do this? I'm not gonna say this is 2-for-1. I'm gonna talk about them together because Samuel L. Jackson is in both of them.
Okay.
I just mentioned Kevin Spacey. One of my favorite just movies to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Negotiator.
The Negotiator, classic.
Directed by F. Gary Gray, same person who directed Friday, Straight Outta Compton, all types of other classics.
Classics.
Samuel L. Jackson, Kevin Spacey, a negotiator, is framed for a murder of his partner. And the only way he can get off is of another negotiator to help him out.
Yep.
And they don't know each other, but you kind of see it throughout the movie, them trying to really understand. I forget what movie it was when it's like, it's like two magicians and they know each other's tricks.
Yep.
It's one of those type of things, man. And Paul Giamatti is in this film, Scene Stealer. I've always said Paul Giamatti is one of the best character actors of all time.
Yes.
Him and Jeffrey Wright.
Yep.
I think are top two. And along with Philip Seymour Hoffman, who we lost way too soon. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Incredible.
When you talk about somebody who was just born to act,
incredible, bro.
One of the best actors ever, man. But The Negotiator is one of those films, one of those feel goods. Like if I don't have anything to watch and I just want something on, I will put on The Negotiator in a heartbeat. Yep. This, Ocean's 11, movies like that, one of my joints. I'm gonna save one that I got that's one of my favorite movies of all time. And the second Samuel L. Jackson that I was gonna say, it's actually got Ben Affleck in it. Changing Lanes.
Oh man,
Changing Lanes. That one, boy. Yeah, I think Pops took me to see this in the theater. I think it came out in 2002, so this would have been like my freshman year of high school. I believe me and Pops went to go see this. Just one of those movies. I don't even remember who directed Changing Lanes, so my apologies.
This is kind of like, ain't it kind of like a Butterfly Effect movie? Like I can't remember it all like that.
Well, it's a crossing paths movie. So you got Ben Affleck, who's this lawyer, and you got Samuel L. Jackson, who's just a dad, just trying to make it work with his kids. Like him and his wife are splitting or they're separated. So he's trying to do everything he can to show, like, hey, I can provide a stable home.
Yeah.
I think the wife was talking about moving out of state.
Yeah.
So Samuel Jackson's character, his whole point was So he's trying to get this house together. He's getting a loan. That's one of the big parts in this movie. He's getting a loan to get this crib, everything else in order. So his wife knows that, hey, I'm responsible enough to where you don't have to move. I can take care of everybody. We good. And Ben Affleck is like this shady lawyer. I don't want to say shady, but he works for a shady firm. Matter of fact, shout out to an RIP Sidney Pollack. Sidney Pollack is his dad, his father-in-law.
Okay.
And he's like the main partner at the firm.
Yeah.
So obviously the son-in-law working there, and there's just a real important document that he has to have. And then there's this crash that happens, right? There's this crash that happens. So that's the changing lanes part. This crash that happens on the highway. Ben Affleck is in such a rush to get to this meeting that he don't really stop and give the proper information, right? To Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson, like I said, he ain't got it all. He ain't got the most. He's struggling. So damn, man, a car wreck fucking me up, bro. He had to get to court too. He had to get to court for his custody hearing and all that. Once again, to show the wife that he got everything in order. Well, this crash messes up both their days. Ben Affleck's like, man, whatever, man. Better luck next time. I think he might have said those. I think that was the word. Better luck next time. He goes to the court to show the judge the documents that he needs. He's missing one. He left it at the scene of the accident. So Samuel Jackson has the document. So then the film goes into, how do I find this dude? How do I make up for it and get this document back? And of course, Samuel knows. I'm like, nah, bro. Better luck next time, right? It's a cat and mouse game of trying to get this document back. To the point where Ben Affleck like messed up his credit, so he can. It's a crazy ass story. Man, it's one of them, man. So it's one of them movies. Changing Lanes. If you haven't seen it, definitely one of my favorites. All right, so one of my favorites for sure. So those are my three. I'll let you go. I'll go, and then you'll finish it off.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start off with this one, man. I think we've talked about this movie a lot. Um, this up there for me, man. Ali,
Ali.
man. Ali, Boombaye. Um,
Hey, Skool.
yeah. Um, again, it's bro. The connect. Okay, so I'm bringing this movie in because the connections that I have with this movie are crazy, bro. This might be one of those movies that's a 85 classic, a 1480 classic,
Yeah,
a Beekman Street classic, this is a classic at my home. Like this is one of those first movies that me and the wife sat down together, like when we first start dating and kicking it and watch Ali together. Like we
that's a
watched
wild.
this movie.
That's a wild ass date movie. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, it's a good movie, man. Listen, Will
It
talking that
is.
shit, man.
It is, man. It is. Shout out to Michael Mann.
So yeah, this movie just means a lot to me. Pops, your pops.
Yep.
It's one of those movies that he used to go to sleep to. So
Yep. We
it's
saw it in theaters.
also a movie that it can be playing, bro, and I just know it. The other day, and this is no lie, literally probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, the wife was in the living room watching it, and I came out. I ain't even look. I said, Ali? She said, yep. I said, I already know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know the sound of this movie. So, yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito, he did his thing. Jamie
Hmm.
Foxx did his thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody. Shout
The
out to
acting
yeah.
is incredible.
I don't got any given Sunday on DVD. I'm
You got to
bugging. I
have
gotta
that
get that to the
somewhere.
collection. I gotta have it somewhere. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, man, great choice. Ali. What else you got?
My next pick, I don't even know if you can see this. Can you see
Ah, what is it?
it? The Sixth Man.
You know what? I got that somewhere, bro.
This is the Sixth Man, bro. I feel like it's one of them uh forgotten comedies. Like it's definitely slapstick, definitely silly as hell. But why I love it is because it always reminds me of Big Bruh. Like we've always watched this movie 1,000 times. It's an 85 classic, 1480. It's one of them things like you don't have to say it, but like, bruh, if something happened to you, like I got you, bruh. Like
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
it's definitely one of them type movies, man. And it meant a lot to us. I always thought that Kadeem would blow up. I thought he would be bigger than what he was. But you know, whatever.
Yeah,
That's
man.
my
I
shit.
own. You know what's wild, man? There's a
Yeah,
lot of movies. That might be my copy, man. While we playing.
it might be.
Nah, let me stop, man. Because all the movies I done took from school and then never returned, I can't say nothing.
I just got my Fargo back. Go ahead, man. And
Yeah,
Ice
man.
Harvest. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, Ice Harvest. Yeah, I kept on Ice Harvest for a minute. I didn't even know I had Ice Harvest until I found it one day in one of the things. What was it, Nick and Kay all the way or something in Six
Yep.
Man?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I remember that final scene when you try to help him, like, hey, man, don't. Like at the
No.
last, no, man. Like, he wanted to see if he can make it himself. Playing for Washington was real random, too. Like the Washington Huskies.
Yeah, I
That was
think
their
that it
team.
was dope. I think it was dope that they actually like. I feel like that's something you rarely see anymore. Is like those NCAA, NBA trademarks and stuff in movies.
Yeah, like
Because
Eddie.
they had a whole bunch of.
Like
Remember,
Eddie.
what's old boy? Flex was in it. Remember, he was the.
Yeah, he was the other team, other
Yep,
star.
yep,
He played for Georgetown, if I'm mistaken.
yep. He sure did.
Yeah,
And
yeah, man.
John Thompson was in it. It was a good
Um,
movie, man.
why you not acknowledging Eddie?
Eddie who?
I said Eddie movie, man. You
The
talking about
movie with
license in the
Whoopi?
NBA? Yeah, man,
Oh, okay, yeah. I ain't got it.
Eddie.
You got it.
Hell nah. Come on, man.
All right, then. My
What's your
last
other?
one, man. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to Fresh. He got me hip to this one.
What's this one?
Troy.
What's Troy?
Troy. It's my shit, bro. This brings back just the memories of finally being out on my own, having my own place. Um, and finally getting to the point of watching grown up movies, like really understanding war movies. I've never been a war movie dude, as you could tell. Like we grew up on a lot of comedy, and this is probably around the same time of Godfather, Scarface. Just watching those more serious movies with messages and meanings to them. And Troy is one of those, and I tell Rich this all the time. I bring up the scene. There's a scene in there where, long story short, the king's son gets killed by another person, and he sneaks because they were disrespecting his body, and the king sneaks into this guy's whatever tent to get his son's body, and the guy says, you can take him, but we're still enemies in the morning. And he stopped and looked at him. He said, we enemies right now, but at least show me the respect to let me bury my son. Like, those are those type of moments that as a man, like, you like, damn, bro, like, I get it. So um those type of movies, just real life meanings,
Yeah.
lessons, stuff like that. So definitely Troy, my shit.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
you. All right, my last three. My last three. All right. So one, School hates this movie. The last time that I tried to get him to sit down and watch it with me, we might have made it 20, 25 minutes in, and he was like, man, cut this shit off. He was laughing, don't get me wrong, but it is goofy as hell. School, you probably know what I'm about to put up.
I already know.
So plain.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and you see it, unrated. It's an
Oh yeah, I
unrated
know
version.
that was. I know that's crazy. John
Yeah, man.
Witherspoon in there. He blind, acting ignorant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things right now is I love the revisionist history of people trying to act like this movie. Like Kevin Hart will not acknowledge
He
Soul Plane. Like
refuses.
people will just act like this movie doesn't exist. And I remember it
Mm-hmm.
being controversial.
Yep.
It came out, I think I was a junior, it came out 04. And I remember not liking it when it came out. But as I get older, just the pure goofiness of this movie is just off the charts. It's
Mm-hmm.
off the charts, man. It's ignorant as hell, but this shit makes me laugh. And it's so bad, it's good. It's so bad, it's good. And I love a good bad movie. Shout out to School. And so that's one of the ones I had to pull out of the arsenal. These next two,
If he don't
one
acknowledge it, why should I? Go ahead, man.
fair, man. These next two, one of them is like a very underrated movie that a lot of people don't know about, and the
Okay.
other one is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like
Okay.
literally one of my favorite movies of all time. So the first one is the underrated one. It's a Ridley Scott film. Shout out to Ridley Scott, incredible director. Matchstick Men.
Mm.
Nicolas Cage, Sam
Mm-hmm.
Rockwell, Moms. I first watched this movie with Moms at
Mm.
1480. It was just me and Mom in the
Yeah.
family room. Family room, man. And I don't know how it might have been a blockbuster joint, whatever the case was. Um, she got me hit to this movie. When did Matchstick Men come out? It might have came out around the same time, like 02 or so. I'm looking this up right now in real time. 03. So it
Okay.
came out in 2003. Nicolas Cage is a con artist, but he has like OCD. And all of a sudden he found his daughter comes into his life out of nowhere. Like one of them, I didn't know I had a daughter. She shows up at the
Yeah.
door, and it just kind of takes off of there. Like it's a dark comedy, it's a crime movie. It's on Tubi right now. If you got a chance to check it out, really,
Okay.
really, really, really good, man, really good. So Ridley Scott, obviously, who's known for Gladiator. Um, Man, did Ridley Scott do American Gangster? Am
Yeah.
I making that up? Yeah, he
Nah.
did
You
American
right.
Gangster.
Yep.
Yeah, because he got his brother Tony. I'm always
Mm-hmm.
thinking about him too. R.I.P. to Tony Scott. But
R.I.P.
yeah, he did The Martian, Body of Lies, which is another one. I own Body of Lies with Leo and Russell Crowe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Plastic Men. I won't, like I said, I won't really give it away, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Super underrated. If you have a chance to check it out, check it out. Based off our ratings, it's a 7.3.
Okay.
So it's a good movie, man. And if you have seen it and haven't watched it in a while, go back and revisit it, man. Matchstick Men is one of my favorites. And speaking of favorites, one of my favorite films of all time. This movie came out, I believe, in 1998, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to double check. I don't see a year. I'm pretty sure it's 98. I would correct myself. I don't want to say perfect movie because I don't want to hype it, but it goes in the same vein as I mentioned earlier when I talked about the Mighty Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
But it's technically a sports movie. It's got so many other stuff, and maybe it drew me into this world that I wasn't hip to. I recently saw F1 in the theaters a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know anything about Formula One racing, but I love F1, and I love when movie stars just get to be movie stars. Brad
Mm-hmm.
Pitt is a movie star.
Yes.
Damson Idris. We need to see more of him
Yeah, yeah.
because he can be a movie star and carry things. But this one is one of the they don't make movies like this anymore, and it's Rounders.
Damn.
Matt Damon, Ed Norton,
Yes.
John Malkovich.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it came out in 1998, directed by John Dale. Um, I don't know what really to say. John Turturro, he's in this film.
Classic. That's my
Obviously, he's a
dog.
yes, Spike Lee legend, just a legend in general.
Yes.
I don't even know if I can really properly tell you why I love this movie so much and how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the voiceover and Skool knows this, man. I'm not a fan of voiceovers.
Yeah.
Like show don't tell, but the voiceover is perfect. Following this dude's journey in the life of it's a poker movie, and this is when poker wasn't even a big deal.
Yep.
Like the World Series of Poker was around, but it wasn't really popping like that. Like you had to know. So it wasn't like on ESPN where you could just casually put it on. You really had to be in that world and be in that life. And the aspect of him, Matt Damon's character, trying to finish law school while also trying to follow his dream of being on the World Series of Poker, the
Yep.
inspiration he got from his professor, having a dipshit friend. Like it's also a good story about friendship because not leaving your guy just in the dark. Because
Oh, of course.
Worm, man, like Worm is somebody you cut off immediately.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Worm starts the film in jail for some petty stuff, and then he wants to get back in the game. Like they used to hustle with these cars, man. And
Yeah.
Worm knows how to work the cars and switch the deck and all of that. It's just a wonderful, magnificent, beautiful film. And I say beautiful just in the sense of just storytelling and just
Oh
being
yeah.
able to watch those old '90s type of movies, the
Mm-hmm.
ones that they're scared to make. That
Yep.
gritty feel when you watch it, it feels like 1998. It feels like that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Young Matt Damon, young Ed Norton, and just Rounders is just. I can go on and on and on and on about that movie, man. So that's my last one that I'm gonna share with y'all today. Plenty more DVDs, but that's where I'm gonna finish it. So what you got?
Damn sure appreciate you, big dog. I'm a I want to say this is a 1480 classic. I know it's an 85 classic. Um,
Dennis the Menace, man. Get out of here, bro.
it's my shit, bro.
Get out of here,
I
man. That's definitely 85.
I can watch this movie every day for the rest of my life, bro. And I
That's
and I and
wild.
I, and I mean that. Like, I love everything about this movie. There's nothing funnier to me than a kid that's bad, but there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you
Surprised
know,
you ain't put Problem Child. You taking Dennis the Menace or Problem Child?
I'm taking Dennis the Menace.
Okay.
And the reason I'm taking Dennis the Menace is because Dennis doesn't know he's bad. He does a lot of accidental things that just turns out bad. And Problem Child, that nigga Junior knew he was bad.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. He was just a kid. He
um,
was on some kid. Dennis was
yeah,
on some kid.
Dennis was just on some kid shit. Like, and that's why I love this movie so much. Christopher Lloyd in this movie is amazing. Um, uh, Damn, why can't I remember the old guy's name? Walter Matthau, I believe is his name.
The
He
actor.
plays
Yeah, he's not
Mr. Wilson. And bro, and I don't know if you've seen it or it's been a while. There's a scene in this movie where Mr. Wilson has been waiting 40 years. He bought a flower that only blooms once every 40 years, nigga. Somehow, some way, Dennis stops him from seeing this fucking flower bloom. And he is hurt, bro. Like, cause he knows, like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be dead. I ain't
I
going.
know that. And that's fucked up for real. And when you think about it like that, like it's over for me.
I ain't gonna make it. That shit is silly, man. But yeah, I just love this movie, man. Classic to me. Um, Next one I got. Trying to see
Shout
which
out to
one should
Dennis
I go.
Smith.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here, man. I'm gonna go to this one first because I'm gonna stick with the comedy.
Not
I'm gonna
too
go
far with
here.
the comedy. Something about Mary.
Something about Mary, man. Something about Mary. I'm gonna go something about Mary because I think this was the very first. Uh, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like this was the one of those comedies that our parents was like, all right, you can see this. Like, um,
Mm-hmm.
and it was worth it. Like this movie, if you weren't around when this movie came out, then you don't understand how big this movie was. Like this movie was huge. Like it was raunchy, it was funny, it had its moments of sincerity. It was just different. Like the Farley brothers did something that you had never seen before, and that was make a box office comedy smash. Like if it wasn't for this movie, there would be no Wedding Crashers and
Old
Hangovers
school
and
and all
Old
that stuff.
Schools and
Yeah,
all that stuff. Like this led the way, and it was a big deal. So shout out to
that's a
Something
great
About
point.
Mary.
That's a
Yeah,
great point. What year did that drop? Was that 98? Was that that was 98.
98,
Matt
99 made Ben
Matt Dillon,
Stiller a
Ben Stiller.
star.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
absolutely.
surprised you ain't do heavyweights. Um,
I'll have it on DVD, which I definitely would have, man. That's one of my favorite movies of all time, um, as well. Heavyweights is wild. It's a wild ass movie.
Wild ass movie.
You know what
My
else, real
last
quick,
one.
before you go to Dennis and Menace,
Yeah,
or,
yeah, go ahead.
going back to Dennis and Menace? Like that was the era where they make a sequel, but they have a whole new like main character.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's
Remember
like
that?
three of them.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like three of them. Same with Problem Child. They made like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, even Mighty Ducks, like going from the original to the
Hmm.
second one, you got the original kids ain't all in the second,
Yep.
or the third. So yeah, I get it. So yeah,
Mhm.
what else we got? Go
I
ahead. What
should
you
have
about to
did
say?
Little Giants. I'm tripping. All right.
Hey, we can always do this episode again.
Oh yeah, we can
We
do
got
this on the
we
million
got
times.
DVDs again. Yeah,
All right. So the last one I'm gonna do, man. This is my shit right here, man.
our
Beauty and
tale
the
as old
Beast.
as time. Tale as
Tell
old
us
as
all
time.
this time. Yeah. Beauty and the Beast is one of the first cartoons or animated films to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. Very
Mm-hmm.
great, very great story. Definitely, as I get older, this movie has me in my feels because this movie
Yeah.
just it's a fucked up story,
Can,
man.
can I
Um,
tell you that? Can I just say it? And this might sound crazy.
yeah,
I think we're at the point where Beauty and the Beast is underrated.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I would
underrated.
say that. I would
I don't
say
think it's
that.
talked about enough. As like when you talk about Disney movies,
Hmm.
if it ain't one of the first two or three out your mouth,
Yeah.
and that's like I know they got Lion King, Aladdin, and Toy
Hmm.
Story and classics,
Yeah.
but Beauty and the Beast is one of them ones.
Yeah, and again, back to what you just said, there would be none of those what you just said without Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Again, none of those other ones we said was even nominated for an Oscar, as far as Best Picture. Like, think about that, folks.
Music,
Best
music.
Picture, not Best Animated, Best Picture. So, um, this movie means a lot to me. I've seen this with you. I've seen this with all my cousins. I've seen it with little sus. This is just a movie that I hold dearly. I watch it with Emery. Every 3 6 months we watch this one. So I can only imagine being Bale's father and being in that situation, and Bale switching out. Bale saying, "Fuck it, I'll take it." So that's
Mm,
true love right there, man. You know, I love it.
it's insane, bro. That's
Yep.
a great choice, man.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast, man. I love doing this episode with you, man. It's really gonna
Yeah.
make me watch some of these movies again because it's
Yeah.
been a while
Yeah.
since I watched a lot of them, man. So that was
Yeah.
fun.
I'm
Uh,
ready.
Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. We just wanted to kind of show you through some of our movie collection. Let's talk about film, man. It's one of those things
Hmm.
where I was talking to Skool on the phone maybe last week or so. Just, bro, if you love film or we love the same movies, man, we're already off to a good start. And there's a
Yes.
lot of stuff we can build off of that,
Hmm.
especially the obscure ones, not the big time blockbusters. Those little random, like we talk about Bustin' Loose and we talk about
Yes.
Heavyweights, those random type of movies like Matchstick Men, just stuff that
Yep.
not everybody's seen. Paper Soldiers, Who Made the Potato
Hmm.
Salad, just those if you know, you know, because it's like an exclusive club. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. We'd love to see, comment, give us some of your favorite ones or some movies you might still have on DVD that you
Yes.
love watching or some of those movies. And hopefully our trip down memory lane, was only right. I didn't even get to Pops. Shout out to
Man,
Big Rich, man.
his collection crazy.
I didn't even get to his
Uh,
collection, man. Maybe that's something I'll do on his birthday next year and just kind of go through some of his
yeah.
films and talk
You.
about like the influences that he had. We didn't talk about movies like Adventures in Babysitting,
Hmm.
like just all these class. That's another one where if you know that movie, then we automatically cool. We cool.
What you just said reminded me of I had a certain job, and there was our chef, our head chef was an older dude, and
Ah, yeah.
nobody liked him. Nobody could get in with him. But I remember a dude pulled me to the side and said, "Bro, if you want to fuck with him, just talk sports." I feel like that's gonna be me as an old man. Just talk movies with him. He gonna open up.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be me. Like just talk
Yeah,
movies. You walk up on me talking about the 5 heartbeats or quoting the 5 heartbeats. We good forever.
we
So
good, man. So
yep,
hopefully y'all had that same feeling. You enjoyed this episode. Switch it
yes.
up for y'all, man. Like I said, shout out to Ray P. Shout out to We
What up,
Got
Ray?
Y'all. Shout out to School and Rio. Who the fuck to ask
Who the
y'all?
fuck asked you, nigga?
Can I hit you with one? Can I hit you with one real quick?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's not a movie, but it's a DVD. And as soon as I show you, you're gonna get weak. All right. So this is a personal thing because me and School, we're in high school. We both worked for Foot Locker. All right. So School, I don't even know if you know I have these. I have a ton of these Foot Locker DVDs.
Come on,
So
bro. Chill.
if
Come
y'all
on,
remember back in
bro.
the day, yeah, I knew you was gonna like this. If y'all remember back, and I got listen, when I say I got tons of them, I
That's
got like six, seven of
insane.
them. So we worked there, but everybody shopped at Foot Locker. When you used to go in Foot Locker back in the day, they
That
had the
video.
videos, the music
Mm-hmm.
videos playing all the time. And it's
Yep.
funny, um, I was young, I was 16, 17, but you know about marketing and demographics because
Yep.
like we had a store in Athens, Ohio, which is in the middle of nowhere, southeast Ohio, where Ohio University is. Their Foot Locker used to get like the country DVDs and stuff.
Of
And
course.
Cincinnati, we got the hip hop and everything.
Got the
So
hip hop.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about early 2000s. If it was hot and
Yep.
you had a video for it, so when G Unit was popping, like every like Lloyd Banks on fire, and it was to the point we working our shifts, so we would memorize these tapes to know. All right, then this video about to come on. Let me just
Yep.
come out on the floor real quick and see what's
Yep.
up. All of that, and you can't see it from here, but they had run dates on them. So this one, for example, was from every month you get a new one.
Yep.
We would get mail corporate would mail us a new one,
Every
and
month.
this one was from January 1st, 2006 to January 31st, 2006. So January '06. It says urban. It says urban on here because they had different categories. And if I pop this in right now, man, everything that was hot in '05 and '06 is gonna come up
Gonna
on
pop
here.
up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it was just one of those things, man. So shout out to Foot Locker. I just wanted to show that because I still have all of these. I got to give you one. Got to give you one, man, just for you to have it
Hey,
for your own record.
real
So,
quick, you know what I got? I just found. I got the deluxe edition of Thug Motivation 101. Do you remember
oh,
what
word?
what the deluxe edition had?
Nah.
Had the DVD of him at what's the strip club?
What, Magic City?
Magic City. Hey,
Yeah.
bruh, DVD is off the chain.
Speaking of, do you remember the Get Rich or Die Trying DVD? Like not the
No.
movie. Yeah, there was like a little, like a little. I don't want to say documentary, but like a little behind the scenes joint. I never forget Lloyd Banks. There was a moment when there was a police officer at one of the music video shoots. Lloyd Banks was reaching for his gun, and dude turned around. You know how you act like real quick, like you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
do that. So I just fucking with him, man. G Unit was
Hey.
wild. This one right here, this one right here was August of 2004.
Sheesh. So you know what was on
This
that.
this is fall of my senior year of high
Yep.
school, and it's funny because there's a big note on here that said discard the outdated ones at each month, and it's got 3 exclamation points. And I said, "Fuck that! We ain't throwing these away. I'm keeping these."
Hell nah.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody working Foot Locker and all that stuff. That's pretty much
Shout
it. I
out to
just had to
Ill
throw that.
Phil.
Shout out to Ill Phil, man. I just had to throw that to you, School, because I know you probably wouldn't remember that. I'll give you
Yes.
one of these, man. I got
Yeah, I need one of them saps,
yeah,
man.
I'll give you one of these, man. Put it in the DVD player and see what's on there. Bring back some good
Mm-mm.
memories. But we
Yes.
appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Follow us at the Culture Garden Podcast. Follow
Yes.
us at everything else we mentioned. Shout out to everybody out there doing their thing. We'll
Yes.
catch you next week. Y'all be cool. How y'all be cool?
Peace. Great
We out.
episode, man. Good shit.
All right, we out, man. Peace.
Yeah.